Yeah.
Boop.
There
Hello.
we go. Hi, guys. Welcome back and happy Thursday. We're happy you're here. We're happy to be here with you. Jesse and I are still here in the Bay Area.
Yep.
We'll be here for the next. You'll see this backdrop for the next couple of weeks. So it's nice change of pace.
Yeah.
Be in the same room. We have not in the same room and not even in the same country nor the same continent is our dear friend Christopher O'Connell.
Hello, Chris. Hello, Governor.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
I
gotta look over here. I forget the camera's here now. Share camera.
Camera's
Hello.
over there. Hello. Happy Thursday, everyone. Hi, guys.
Yeah, happy Thursday. Hey.
How's it going?
It's going well. I ended up moving back to the office this week. Last week, I thought the whole cafe thing was going great, and then it both got too dark, even with the light I took with me, and the people there were sort of politely suggested to me that they close at 10 now. So if I'm going to do a video call until like 10:40, I should go somewhere the fuck else. So I guess I'm back in the office, but yeah.
It's better to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission. So now you know.
Well, last summer I did it there a bunch of times, and I guess they just close earlier now. Which I mean, there are no complaints. Just on the unlikely chance any of them are watching or see this, no complaints about them. They've always been very, very friendly. They just close earlier now, so they were nice enough last week not to kick me out when they closed. But that's it's up for because we're back at the office.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well,
look at all these sexy folks in the chat. Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Good morning. Gray says, hola, tres amigos y mi familia.
Nice.
Hola. ¿Qué tal?
Hello.
That's all I know. Spanish. Being here in SF because it's a large.
Tamales and burrito, so it's pretty good.
I do know that because it's a large Latino and Hispanic communities out here.
Yep.
And because of how I look, I'm kind of racially ambiguous sometimes.
Yeah.
I definitely have a lot of people speaking Spanish to me here, and I feel like such a disappointment.
Yeah.
Because I wish I spoke Spanish. I kind of look like I should, but I don't, and I can see the little disappointment when they're like, "Oh, yeah, she doesn't speak."
Well, I've actually seen it. As people speak Spanish to her, like we go out for a restaurant and they'll speak Spanish. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish," and they're like, "Why aren't you proud of your culture?" It's like, wait, I just don't speak it. It's not my culture.
It's not my culture. Filipino. But anyway, I'm also in the Bay Area. There's a lot of Filipinos here too.
Yeah.
And incidentally, they don't know I'm Filipino. So all the Latinos think I'm Latina, and none of the Filipinos think I'm Filipina.
Nice to share one with you too, man. Great to see you.
It's nice to have everybody here. It is our, let's see here. That's our 115th weekly call. The topic of the week is the proactive agent. Doesn't that sound like a movie?
It does. The proactive agent.
Yeah, like Liam Neeson's supposed to be in it.
Yeah, he just gets a lot of stuff done during the day, just extra loads of laundry.
Yeah, it's like Liam Neeson and Rocket the dog.
I mean, if he had a proactive agent, he probably would have been in that movie.
Yeah, he would. Yeah.
He has a certain set of skills.
I'll be here all day, guys. Don't worry.
All right. It is our 115th weekly call, and you see the three of us. I'm really digging these new cover images that Sir Roz is making.
Yeah.
With, Rocket. He is, as you can see, on his next stop in the world tour, and we'll talk about that in just a moment.
Okay.
But let's go over our agenda today. Well, we'll talk about it. Yeah, the next slide. It is stop number 3 for our dear Rocket. He is in London town.
Nice.
And then we'll go to our next vertical in the AI watching series, Web3 Pulse. We'll talk about the new movie starring Liam Neeson and Rocket the dog, the proactive agent. New community builds. We have some guests today. Hopefully we'll have them on soon. Ms. Miranda, you've seen her in the chats. You love her to death. She'll be here soon. And we'll also, I believe we might have a friend over at dePioneers, one of the space cats might be joining us. Yes. Then we'll have a QR booster. and product updates. Before we get too deep into this, though, I won't share the QR just yet, but I just want to let you know that if you
hypothetically speaking, if you use iOS, you use iOS later on, you definitely might want to have the latest version that's out installed.
That's right.
Yes.
Definitely install it now while you got a minute.
Please do, guys.
That's right.
Head over to
Also, not hypothetically speaking, just if you have iOS, install the latest version.
Just do it. Just do it. It's it might pay off for you a little bit later. So go over to well, actually, where's the link? Well, just go to you can just go to UpRock.com and it will on your device and it will find it for you. But you can also head over. Here's the direct link to the App Store listing. I'll pop it in the chat for you. Where is what browser am I on here? Here we go. I'll pop it in the chat here. Go there now on your iPhone if you have an iPhone, and then we'll talk about it a little bit longer, a little bit from now. All right, let's get into the slides.
Okay, let's do it.
Rocket's in London town, and having his minced meat pies and going to pubs and eating fish and chips and crisps and all that and having a good old time. We're taking Rocket around the world where we're asking you to help Rocket discover the world. One city, was it 30? It says here 32 boroughs. There's 32 boroughs in London.
I did not know that.
I did. That's a lot of boroughs, guys. That's good. Like New York only has what, 5, right? 5
boroughs? Yeah.
Anyway, that's a lot.
I don't know. Google it.
Anyway,
yes,
Rocket is in London. So what we're doing is we had this for the past a little over a year. We had the Country of the Week campaign where we highlighted a new country every week. And now that Rocket's out, the Rocket agent is out. Now we're having Rocket discover the world. So we're stopping by one city at a time. It was Istanbul. We had New York City. Now we have London. And we're asking you, what should Rocket discover? Because that's what Rocket does. He fetches, right? He fetches all the cool stuff around the world. So what should Rocket discover in London? What's the best pub that isn't a tourist trap? What's the most underrated neighborhood? What's the best skyline view? Where do you work remotely? Where do you eat after midnight? What clubs to avoid? What clubs to gravitate to? Something that only a local would know. And we want you to share your hidden gems with us on Twitter. I'll share the thread here. And here's the thing, guys. If your contribution gets highlighted, you'll earn an exclusive Rocket City badge. So, and also selected contributors might also earn some UPT.
Oh,
so
nice.
It's we asked you to show Rocket your London.
Yeah.
We said the other day, show London your Rocket. I don't want to get into
No, don't do that.
Don't do that. It's illegal in most places.
There's a reason why I can't go back to London.
Well, around showing your rocket. You have your rocket, your red rocket.
Anyway, show Rocket your London, though. He likes it. So anyway, share us what's your favorite parts of London.
Cool. That's awesome.
Now, I have been to London once.
Okay.
On a layover. It was no, it was a couple of days. No, it was a couple of days. And it was right when Harry and Meghan got married. And the pub stayed open late.
Yeah, because they normally close at 10.
They stayed open till 11.
Which is crazy. They closed at 11. That was nuts.
We're like, wait, what the hell? I should be stumbling out of here at 2 a.m. But that's the thing, though. They get started a lot earlier.
They do. Right after work.
So I landed in London the morning they got married, I think. Funnily enough, was I going there to meet you guys or something?
I bet. It's probably a crypto convention during the same week. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember.
London, Chris. That's right.
I remember I was extremely cranky because I just had an overnight flight, and I got off the plane and I went to the American Airlines lounge to have some breakfast, and everybody was watching the wedding on TV. And I was like, hey, where's breakfast? They're like, no, the wedding's on here. You want a piece of wedding cake? And they had like a wedding cake in the American Airlines lounge.
Yeah.
And I explained to them politely. I
Yeah.
was in the British Airways lounge. That would be one thing. That would be my mistake. This is the American Airlines lounge. I thought we already solved this problem. And they apparently didn't take kindly to that. So
Oh yeah, that'd be funny. That'd be like you're in the British Airways lounge and they give you like a Trump and Melinda birthday cake.
Yeah, exactly. Or like 4th of July stuff. Like
4th of July birthday cake in the British Airways lounge.
If I ran the British Airways lounge in New York, I would completely deadpan not celebrate the 4th of July. I would just like overly make it seem like any other day. Like whenever anybody walks in, you'd be like, "Happy, definitely nothing happened today, day."
Oh, okay, in American Airlines defense, Megan is American.
Yeah. She did infiltrate. She infiltrated, took the one of them.
I mean, I feel like there's probably some kind. No, we can't get into Harry and Meghan stuff, or we'll be on that all evening. Anyway, they're leaving.
The world has moved on.
Why do I know this? Why do I know this? They're apparently moving back to the UK. Why do I know this? God damn it! Internet. You put things in my head, and I don't know what's going on with that.
I don't know about you guys, but I tap on one thing on X, and that's what I get for the entire month.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be all Harry and Meghan all the time. No, but seriously, I love London. London is, you know, the old saw, if you're tired of London, you're tired of life. London is one of the few cities where if I have a 6 or 7 hour layover, I will not stay at the airport. There's plenty of cities, there's plenty of nice cities where if I have a 6 or 7 hour layover, I'll go find a nice spot of grass outside the terminal, have a cigar, pull up my laptop, set it on top of my little carry-on bag and make a little desk out of it and work for a couple hours. But when I hit London, from the time I walk off the plane until the time I'm on the train into central London, it's usually under 30 minutes. Even if I only have a 6 hour layover, I'm going to burn 4 of those going into London and eating or walking along the river or going to the British Museum or the British Library. I mean, there's so much good stuff in London. London's great. Yeah. London is well worth a visit.
I would love to go back. I had a very, very, well, aside from, before you got there, Christopher, I had a very interesting couple of nights. We found ourselves, because Jesse and I got there a couple of days earlier, so we synced up, and we went to found ourselves after the pub had closed at a different spot, a Greek hookah lounge, and then they closed, and the owners let us stay late with them.
Oh yeah.
And then they took us to this underground Greek club, and I swear to God, it looked like I felt like we were like in a Greek mafia setting or something. And then they gave us pot, marijuana, and I learned that it's illegal there. And so I was like, I'm not going to get caught with marijuana in a foreign country, an illegal substance, no contraband. But I took it anyway. And then I took it, and then I realized, oh, it's illegal. So I dumped it. And then that guy kept calling us because he wanted it back. And I was so scared because I thought that they were like mafia.
He probably just wanted to get more high.
Probably just want to get more high. They're probably like just totally like nice guys. I mean, honestly, why would the Greek mafia care about a little a little bag of pot? But anyway, that was my night. And then you came. I was like, thank God. And then you showed your.
Just to be clear, where did I fit into this story? I knew nothing about any of this until this very moment.
See, this is where I could have used Rocket. This was like 10 years ago. This is when I could have used Rocket. Like, Rocket, how do I safely dispense of contraband, and how do I avoid the Greek mafia? What do I do? Anyway, that was my experience in London. I had a fabulous time.
Oh, that's a pretty good.
I can tell.
It was fun.
Yeah. You know what's funny? My highlight was I had fish and chips.
I accidentally got drugs.
Yeah.
I didn't
actually, to be honest, the fish and chips, you know, they always make fun of the food in UK. It does suck. Except for the fish and chips, it's pretty bomb. It's the only place I've been to where they take the whole fish. And, you know, everyone talking about Seattle. We have the Pike Place Market and all the fish market. And it's supposed to be really awesome. But everything's actually fried the hell out of everything. Mm-hmm. And even the fish and chips, they're like small pieces, a lot of breading. It sucks. In London, they'll just take the whole fish, fillet it in half, right? Take out the bone, and then keep the skin on for the flavor. And then they fry the whole thing. So you just get one huge piece of fish instead of like a bunch of broken up pieces. That is the best fish and chips.
And they use halibut, not cod, right? That's the other thing.
I think so.
I think so.
But just the way they leave the skin on and then chop it up so small pieces, because you end up just eating breading mostly. But anyway, that is probably hands down their best thing they got.
Yes. Oh, I'm sure the British are like, we got a lot.
No,
more
no,
than
I
that."
swear to God, we have.
No, if there's any Brits in the chat, they're probably going to be like, yeah, no, that's about it. Yeah, plus a good pint of ale. I mean, there's plenty of good.
I mean,
of
their
things in the
national
UK.
food is like an Indian dish, a curry, which is great. Like good other like curries and some like sushi you had there was pretty awesome. Like international food, cooking scene's great, but like local fish and chips. That's
Well,
where
it
it's
sounds like at least for us, we have our own feedback that we can give Rocket on that chat that thread I shared earlier. And guys,
at.
we
Special
might
cocktail
get
and
a
tire
badge.
fish. Yes.
And yeah, here's the link again. If you guys been to London or you have any tips and tricks for Rocket in London, drop it in the chat. Again, if you get highlighted, you're gonna get a special Rocket City badge.
Nice.
And select contributors or replies will get some UPT. So,
Cool.
So pop your
Yep.
pop your tips and tricks that only a local would
And
know.
ask Rocket too. And what a fun way and reason why I'm doing this is because it's a fun way to train your Rocket. Train Rocket to do a better job to fetch things while you're sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
And the more you test it, the more you use it, the better we get at building it, making it better. And also Rocket has its own runtime environment and also learns and distills its own actions every night. Chris calls it the concept. We actually have Rocket Dream every night. So after Rocket does a whole day's of work, it actually dreams and kind of distills the actions and gets better and improve and self-learning and all that good stuff. So we're like honestly crazy wild times with AI, and it's a lot of fun what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And so anyway, so this is an extension of that. And so yeah, ask Rocket more questions about your local area or wherever you're traveling.
Yes.
And that helps.
Maybe next week we'll talk to Sir Ross. We do San Francisco.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what to do in San Francisco.
Oh, there's something.
Besides, because we're here for work, right? So I know the work stuff.
Well,
but I don't really know what to do for not work.
Well, the test is let's see if Rocket finds all the local things.
Yeah.
You should just make a task and see, because there's like 500 AI events. Then there's also, besides the tech stuff, there's a live local or artsy thing every day. And let's see if it finds it all.
I'm kind of surprised that you even suggested anything like that. I thought because I wouldn't put it past you to train Rocket to say, when I'm searching what to do in San Francisco, Rocket replies, "There's nothing to do except work."
Yes.
Stay at your desk.
Yes.
I just pushed an update to Rocket. It will instruct you not to go out.
Yeah. Someone just shit in your front door. Don't step outside. Yeah.
Actually, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Next week we talk about San Francisco. I got a bunch of things I love to do in San Francisco.
Okay.
Oh, fabulous. Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
None of which involve public defecation or drinking.
Okay.
Well, that's good. That doesn't.
Well, some of them involve drinking, but
yeah,
you gotta hide.
Yeah, don't go that far, Chris. That's a little bit too far.
Yeah.
That was a little nuts. Okay.
Let's rephrase. Not all of which involve drinking.
Yes. Okay. Perfect. Okay.
Perfect. Okay, well, let's move on to our next slide about the AI watching series. And this vertical this week is
Sports ball.
Sports ball.
And now I'm out. Bye. No.
No, it's sports, and I guess a segue from London into the AI watching series, episode 8, sports. I mean, they do love their sports over there. I mean, they love their sports everywhere.
Well, let's see. Why would you want your AI to watch sports? Because of course you want to watch your own sports too. The point of sports is to actually watch it yourself. But there's
mutual betting. That's what I would.
But I think try to think about why would you want to have your second brain watch sports with you? It might be because you're actually placing a prediction market bet, or maybe you just like sports betting with your friends. Because there's a lot of games, or maybe you have a fantasy league and you want a little bit of extra help. Like literally, Rocket can analyze an entire channel of a team or something, or multiple, and also fetch supplemental data of other people's bets and just what's going on in the internet, and give you a little a little alpha, a little edge in your bets with your friends, or at the pub or at the or online. That'd be fun. So because there's just so much content out there. And that's one way to do it. So yeah, I don't know. I think that's a pretty cool use case for Rocket. But a lot of times,
you're overseas and a game happens at 3:00 in the morning, and
Yeah.
you see people in one of your WhatsApp or Signal groups start talking about it, and you have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. So rather than just ask them, you just ask Rocket instead, and then you
that's a good one.
opine sagely on, you know.
That's a good one. You should say, "Hey, Rocket, I'm about to I'll be in the bar at London in about 2 hours, and I want to give me like 3 jokes of what the game last night, just to talk to the bartender, you know."
I gotta say, if you're in London and if you're in Britain and you're not with the wit,
Yeah.
then you know, those guys are professionals. Nobody's funnier than a Brit. You know, especially Englishmen. They're funny. So you gotta make sure you come correct. So that is a great use
Dry
case.
humor.
Make sure that
They can also be very filthy. I've heard complete sentences come out of a person's mouth in a pub that I would not. I shudder to even think them, for fear that they may somehow leak out onto the keyboard and I'll be perma-canceled. But yeah,
get canceled by proxy.
Speaking of sports, to some of our members of the community, okay, we did football your way for a while, and there was the whole World Cup thing, and it was swell, and it was fun, and I enjoyed it, and we all had a good time. But football's almost back, guys. Real football. American football. The kind where you get to hit the other person like you're supposed to in football. So just a couple weeks, and we get football again.
What does
Sasha? It's every year. It's like, you know, every year we have the European football season, or the soccer season.
Oh, it starts in 3 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks, yeah.
Nice. All right.
Well, guess what? This kind of sucks for anyone who's into sports betting or pari-mutuel betting in Washington State. There is this came out last week. Kalshi, this platform where you can place bets on things, on prediction markets and everything, but largely popular for sports betting.
Yeah.
Has been ordered to curtail its operations in Washington State right before football season starts. So people are pretty pissed off about that. So no online betting at the moment through Kalshi in Washington State.
Huh.
I know.
Oh, well.
That kind of sucks, right?
Yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised. The people, the prediction market companies, the way they somehow, it's the best rebranding of all time to call it prediction markets. Is just gambling. And somehow they got away with it. And it's pretty impressive. They got all 49 states except one after every lawyer and every casino in America for, I don't know, decades have been trying to do it or since the internet, not decades. Yeah, actually decades. At least 15 years have been trying to do an online casinos and everywhere, you know, and sports betting, especially sports betting, because people bet everywhere in the world. Sports betting is huge. People like to bet on games in America, happening in America, and vice versa. And so much sports betting happens with just friends and family or at the bar. And anyway, they got away. Somehow they did it. So one out of 49 states, not bad.
Well, yeah, we'll see what happens, how it follows. But yeah, it's because they're saying that Kalshi violated the Washington Gambling Act and the Consumer Protection Act by running an illegal gambling operation in Washington State.
Yeah, so they're the only one that's like.
Is it the only state?
So Washington's the only one that's like, are you guys not seeing what we're seeing? Isn't this just called gambling?
Well, probably Washington's like, we got to get some of that revenue somehow.
I know they are.
So wait till they figure out how to get.
We got a little bit of communism. A little bit of communism in Washington State. Just a little tinge of it. But
no, hey, you know what?
No, I mean Seattle's pretty commie these days.
It is getting too commie. It kind of sucks. Yeah. But anyway.
Move to Arizona, move to Texas.
Oh, the humidity.
Yeah.
Anyway, the sports. So AI watching series with sports is a great vertical. I like this. Rocket watches sports videos so you don't have to, but I've never heard a sports fan ever say,
yeah. That's why I'm saying, like, this is the use case here is folks who are so into sports, but then you have some money on the line. I think this is where AI matters, because for the most part, you want to watch the game with friends.
Yeah.
But if you are doing other things, like you have a fantasy football league which is a lot of fun to do. We used to do it with the team. Everyone write their own like little algorithm or like find one online and see who wins. But also just that, like you have no time. You betting whatever, but you don't know each player's background and their injuries and all that crap, and you just having fun with it. But Rock could be like, hey, why don't you go fetch me like the best top picks for my fantasy league, and then give me a couple of outliers that make it fun, stuff like that, and let's see what works at. And then it can also like and then find videos, watch channels, and then find the exact timestamp. So because a lot of times you'll have like group chats where people are betting together, and you can just drop a video and be like, this is a good play or whatever. Rocket can also do that, like just find timestamps of like highlights of videos if you have no time to see all the games they're playing. So yeah, but for the most part, you do want to watch your core games, right?
Yeah. All right, well, let's go on to our next, which we teased about this last week. Kind of wanted to get your guys' opinion.
Yeah.
On stacking the bull. Now, this is still, ideation. We're still gathering opinions.
Yeah.
About stacking the bull with Rocket AI, is taking advantage of what seems to be a big shift in the market right now, like sentiment.
Yeah. Well, like for example, yesterday, if you guys watched, President Trump invited a bunch of people over to the White House to give a talk on financials, just like being way more pro crypto and bringing more tokenization of everything. And so they had Coinbase CEO, they gave a speech, Robinhood gave a speech, Vlad, CEO of Robinhood, and all those that's why everything's up yesterday, because the more things are more positive, more just more certain around regulations, then more people will feel safer about investing. And so this is happening. Tokenization is going to happen everywhere. People want to bet on American assets and vice versa. And so the more liquid things, is better for everybody. And so for us, like the world's best reward program now is the world's most personal rewarding agent. I kind of see a future where you're going to want to have Rocket return deals that are maybe in USDC sometimes, maybe coupons. Maybe you can earn Bitcoin even, but UPT for us has to be central to all of it, which means like, just like a Binance token or Binance's token or FTX, there are always a token that kind of drives the whole engine. So all those transaction fees, the swap fees, when you withdraw fees, those are all in UPT because that's our system. And then when you want to spend your UPT, it's our utility. So you want to spend it on upgrading features, that will always be in UPT for sure. And then also the base earn rate will always be UPT. But some of the rewards could be multiple rewards. And because we spent years building a pretty robust battle-tested reward program, like it takes a lot of work to negotiate and integrate games, videos, and surveys from multiple partners, and actually all worked well and delightful experience. And this is why that many companies do it. So if you want to like earn rewards with Coinbase or FTX or not FTX, Robinhood or anywhere else, you usually have to like be pretty much a baller to swap and earn the swap fees. Otherwise, it's dust. You're earning pennies. It's like it's as bad as like it's better than bank, but it's tiny. And then sometimes you have a learn to earn program. Those are also very far and few between them all. But we have actually significant ways to earn. Like a lot of these surveys and games are like $5-10, and it's a good way for us to cross pollinate with other communities. That's my idea too. Is like it's really hard to build attention and demand. Some people are really good at it, people suck. And you can see the communities that are good at it. And one of the coolest things about Web3 is its superpower, honestly, is we are so quick to collab together. Because if you guys ever been in a Web2 company or Web2 business, you have to talk to the marketing team, and you got to get legal involved. And then there's a bunch of people, there's like hierarchies of people. In Web3, it's pretty like, let's fucking go. And so you can say, hey, I have a live stream this Thursday, you want to hop on? Or I got a podcast, or I'm doing one of those voice podcasts. What's it called again? Just the chats, the audio chats. People just really do it really quick, or airdrops and things like that. So move faster, which is kind of the speed of light or speed of AI that you need to do to win these days. Anyway, so those are all the things in my mind. Like we have overlapping communities of like-minded interests. People want the bull market comeback. If Solana goes, all boats rise with it. And we're not talking about like we're not talking about hidden. I don't want to work with any hidden people like We don't know who they are. I just like the ones that are like have been doxxed, doing fun things, good content. You can sell other people with respect, like them too. Like Solana Foundation will retweet them. So that's kind of how I'm thinking about it. And that's what this teaser promo is about. We're still debating it a little bit ourselves even, but I love to just, that's our intention for this. Like, let's grow, let's stack together. We're not quite out of the bear, but I feel like the shift is happening and we're moving out of it, especially with the news with the Trump inviting all the people last night. That actually really, I think, changed the vibe a lot. And people are going to just be, appreciate all these different kind of ways you can earn these tokenized rewards, tokenized assets. So yeah, that's my little rant. Not a rant, but my spiel.
That's the way he sees it.
That's how I see
Your
it.
TED Talk.
Yeah, TED Talk.
I just realized your glasses are on your forehead.
Yeah.
There you go. See, that's how Jesse sees it.
Yeah. So a couple of things is one, a couple of the projects we're kind of eyeing or paying attention to. Obviously, Ansem is a big one in the space. There's there's Cash Cat because that's actually traded on Solana. Even the foundation of Solana and the whole, they all like hyped it up. These are kind of, none of this is financial advice. This is all fun. One thing is that we're never going to pressure you to buy these tokens. Like, that's not the point here. Point is, like, we're a reward program. All you have to do is spend a little bit of time, play games you already do, and we're thinking, hey, I bet these other communities were willing to give us deals or maybe even token airdrops if our community spends some time to play games and surveys and things like that to earn their token, and then our community gets exposed to multiple different communities and projects, which is pretty cool, I think. But there's no point we're not saying you can't even buy anything in our app anyway. It's just earning program. So that's why I feel pretty feel about it. I'm not going out and telling people to shill and buy these things. I'm just saying, hey, when you play a game on in the UpRock, so maybe you can earn UpRock, and also because we're getting more holders for Ansem. Ansem community would probably support us back by giving us traffic, more attention, and that ends up leading to more revenue, more installs, organic installs. So I just feel like it's a generally win-win. But I want to throw it out there with everybody first. That this is the
and I'll just throw this out there because you said buy it twice. Not only aren't we encouraging anybody to buy any particular token, that we're not giving you a mechanism to either. This would be something that you would get as a reward. We're not contemplating any mechanism for people.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So whatever their community allocates to us for a reward would be available. Probably, there's something more for people to think about and give us more feedback on this. But I feel like this could be like the McRib. It comes and goes. Comes and goes, right? Because it's going to be largely dependent upon when other communities have something that's really compelling for ours. So I think, from my perspective, definitely it doesn't make sense to have this up all the time, but only when there's another community that has a really compelling offer. And then, I
agree. And I think it's like that's why I call it a campaign instead of like, this is the UpRock plan. Because I think things change so fast, by next year, Chris, when things are more tokenized and stable coins are even more secure, there might be some new financial reward thing with stable coins that our community would really love to get at least access to. Like, instead of always cashing out to PayPal, maybe you want to just leave it in UpRock and earn some yield, stuff like that. We just want to keep it open. Like, whatever our community, what we will do all the research in advance, so you don't have to think. That's our job. We do all the work to really think about what would deliver a great reward program and more, improve your life, improve your wallet, save you time. That's what Rocket should do. And a big part of that is improve your wallet. And what could actually, make it, how do we abstract and decomplicate, uncomplicate all the craziness of crypto, which is really madness and scammers and bullshit and easy to fuck up. And how do we make it so simple that it's just rewarding experience? So we'll do that. And we need to have the flexibility, like Chris said, to say, hey, we're going to try this now, but next year could be something different. But always with you guys in mind, delivering value to our customers, to our users, making sure those three things happen: improve your life, your wallet, your time, save your time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So if you guys have some feedback, suggestions, or whatever you want to talk about with this, stacking the bull, let us know what you think. Here's the latest thread that we have going on.
Yep. You can watch a cute little video that Jen made.
Actually, should we just watch it?
Sure, just watch it. And by the way, like, we did a Wednesday last year and a half ago with the Wen Foundation. our infrastructure to do this is already set up. So if we pull the trigger, it'll be pretty fast because we just need to be able to allow withdrawals of different tokens. So each token will be manually verified. But besides that, the underlying infrastructure to support multiple token rewards in the wallet, it's already have been done. We've done this before. It's just, we want to make sure if we do it right, we're working with different communities, not just like one hand clapping where we're throwing a party for ourselves. Whole point is like, we want to collaborate with other parties and have fun with it, right? So that's why we're trying to also connect with other companies, other project, not even companies, but meme coin community leaders, project communities, you know, and if they're not interested, then honestly, we won't do it. But if they are, we want to do some cool things, fun stuff together, content, live stream, etc. We'll do it.
Yeah. All right, let's mute you real quick so that I can, because I'm gonna share this. Actually, can you guys hear the? Can you hear it?
Oh.
Okay, we'll start over.
I can hear it.
Okay.
Oh.
Wait, hang on. Yeah, start this over. There we go. Ready?
All right, ready. There you go. Boom. Boom, boom. I can't believe you hand drew all this. Crazy. There's the answer token. Nice.
Cute.
I can't.
Funny enough, that was Christopher's laugh.
Yeah, Christopher did the voiceover and Jen drew it.
Christopher barked and
honestly, you guys knocked it out of the park. Yeah, we dropped some little fun projects in there. There's no we're not have some serious thesis around this. It's just I've been just kind of paying attention to ones that, like I said, kind of doxed leaders, doxed community members. They've been around for a while, or they're doing just fun content. Like they're just really good at the AI videos and it's just fun. Or I see other signals of like reputable accounts and companies like Solana, like promoting it. And at least you know it's not like 100% scam.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's just people having fun with these. And that's the whole point. Like we're not saying like, it's not going to be the majority of the rewards from us. It's going to be a small part, like a percentage of it. And it's a campaign. And it might be a great way to bring more attention to UpRock, because if people come in, you're coming in for the games, you're coming for the free rewards, but then you might stay for Rocket and you might stay for the other things. And you might also say, oh my God, this is I haven't seen a place where you can earn this much crypto for playing games and surveys. Because usually, like I said, reward programs are just crypto dust. Like you're earning pennies. Where you can actually, we've done all the work to earn 5, 10, 20. Some of these surveys pay out, $20, $50. Some of the apps pay out a lot. Like if you play some of these games for a long period of time, it's pretty awesome. And you can't really do that anywhere else. So we're the only game in town, I think. So that's the idea. We bring attention back to you guys. If you guys are watching for any of these token communities, like I saw a comment, if you're from Ansem or SPX 6900 or CashCat or Cupsy or Bonk, whatever, then if you're paying attention, we're gonna probably DM you, but DM us. We'll love to collaborate. I think it would be a great win-win situation where we can bring more holders to you guys. You can also bring us more installs and check out Rocket AI. It's free to use, and that'll bring us more revenue, which helps our token out, and we'll help you with more holders too. So.
And also just look at the puppy. He's cute.
And the puppy's fucking cute.
Come on.
Look at the puppy. Do it for the puppy. Do it for the fucking puppy.
By the way, I plug
It's a very good video.
I plug this all the time, but that was made with Layer.ai. I am not an affiliate or anything. Just a really big fan of Layer.ai. If you guys if you're making a video game or you're making a mobile game, anything like that, that's really their thing, is generative AI art for assets for games. Yeah. But you can make a video just like that. Yeah. It's a fabulous service. It's and I should just sign up for an affiliate or referral program or something. Yeah. Because I talk about it all the time. It's fabulous.
This would be too expensive to do. Honestly, we're not quite there yet. But actually, when I watched a Rocket video, when you see those clips and right when it has a lot of personality, like when it jumps and freeze for a second, has a lot of personality at that point. Sometimes I imagine a world where Rocket Chat, you have your chat mode, and if you press like you can have your text mode, but if you press a button, it'll actually flip or show you what his visualization version, you know, his game version. And it's just Rocket sitting in wherever he wants to, so he can change his own background. So he could be in a playground, or he can be studying a book or whatever, and you can just talk to him and live at like in real time. You just turn on voice mode and you just see Rocket talking to you in the living room or whatever.
Oh, cool.
And you just have your chat. It says, hey, can you go fetch me something? Rocket doesn't really need to show you the animation of like running out of the room, but for fun, it should be like, got you, run out of the room, come back real quick. I got 20 sources. That'd be a really fun.
How fun. Maybe we work on, you know,
Jesse, you're describing Clippy. We're not reinventing Clippy.
Clippy would be great. Clippy as a dog would be awesome. No, but it has to
Clippy
be.
is a goddamn national treasure.
Oh, Jesus.
You know it. He's also a multi-generational treasure. We all love Clippy. We love to tease him, but
Yeah.
There are a lot of great Clippy memes, none of which are suitable even for our profanity-laden live stream. But
yeah.
Clippy's
Anyway.
adorable. Rocket's even more so.
Yeah, our entire team is like, tell Jesse, shut up. We're not building this.
no, I see the messages coming in right now. Literally, so one person just suggested that I boot you off the internet.
Yeah. I'm actually waiting for, okay, fire. Maybe not with Rocket. Actually, to be honest, I think it'd be awesome. But
I think so too.
if it was, I'm still waiting for all these demos with AI NPCs, like all of these new Unity games that are supposed to be coming for like the next PlayStation, and all the NPCs are actually AI powered, where you can talk to them. I'm still waiting for a game that actually takes off. Like, I would think they should just remake Chrono Trigger or Final Fantasy, but with AI, where you can just actually have crazy conversations with Cloud and with all the characters you loved, and they have their own lore and personalities, and you can and it's open-ended world, but now they're all intelligent.
Can you imagine how much longer Skyrim or The Witcher would be for me if it was like already Skyrim is a never-ending game.
Yeah.
But I love to try to talk to all the NPCs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it took forever.
Which I would never get the game done. I would just be like, my whole game is just chatting.
Yeah, you'll be on level 1 with your powers, but you're on side quest number 1000.
But I know everybody. Like
See, I think you'd end up with the opposite problem almost. You'd be on level 1, or you'd be like on mission story mission, but
powers.
You'd be like max level because you've been off like, you know, like I don't know, let's pick some example. You're playing Cyberpunk, but you accidentally started like a printing shop, and you're like running errands for NPCs, like one random line of dialogue somewhere in the main story, like you set up your whole own side quest or whatever.
Yeah.
No, that'd be hilarious. Like you start playing like this fantasy world, and you just end up living the most mundane life, opening a printer shop or something. It's just like a second.
I don't even know where that idea came from. I just saw the printer, but it's interesting. So I'm kind of torn about this as long as we're talking about video games and AI for the moment. Both topics we both love. We all love. We love games. We love we love AI. It's a really interesting one for me, because on the one hand, it does seem like if it's done well, it can really make things a lot better. Like, rather than having to find the one specific NPC, or to like have the obvious quest giver, you know, in a game standing in the one spot and like, you know, definitely it's that guy, the one who doesn't move and who's been there for the entire game I've played so far. I bet he's going to be important later. You know, potentially lots of NPCs could give you a quest or something like that, right? Because the AI can adjust and adapt. So that part of it seems super cool to me. On the other hand, part of what I love about a great gaming experience is when the story is really well crafted. And I mean, I think that's going to be a real challenge for game developers, is integrating it so that you have that flexibility of talking to a lot more characters and having a much wider number of NPCs, but at the same time still having those great, you know, those great well thought out stories. So to me, I really tend to like first person games much more than multiplayer games. So for me, in a great first person game, it's that moment of sort of immersion. This happened to me even with some of the older GTA games, which, you know, some of the ones that had very basic graphics and stuff, like like San Andreas and Vice City, and of course GTA 5, where like you're really kind of getting into the story. And it's not about like the, you know, press X to not die kind of set pieces. I hate those. But just about there's somebody really thought out the story arc that you're following, and it really is taking you somewhere. And I love that when it works out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you know, like yeah, when a game is too open-ended, it actually, well, there can be some fun in that.
No, but it gets redundant. Like Skyrim gets redundant after a while because it's a never-ending game. It's like they're always generating new quests, but then the quests kind of get redundant. Then there's so many soldiers that took an arrow to the knee, and it's kind of like, is this just a saying? No, like how do you guys all say? Why are you guys all getting arrows to the knee? So it can
yeah, well, no, I mean that part for sure is better. That kind of stuff where it's you can have more than 3 dialogue lines for when something happens.
Yeah.
That part's gonna be awesome.
Do you guys remember the game Fable?
I do not.
There's the latest. There's going to be a new Fable coming out next year. But Fable was a RPG where depending on what you do, it can make you good or bad. It gives you a lot of choices. And everything kind of like slowly develops your personality. It can also change your appearance.
Yeah.
It can change if other characters find you attractive, or they find you intimidating. It could, make people trust how you do. You build yourself a reputation. Yeah. That game is super cool. That would be really cool to have. Actually, I don't even know where we're going with this anymore. I'm just talking about video games. What were we talking about? AI and video games?
We talk about AI and we talk about all kinds of stuff on this.
Yeah, I don't even know where we're going with it anymore with the AI part. But anyway, Fable's cool.
Okay.
So anyway, as long as we've been talking about games highly anticipated, when the hell is GTA 6 coming out?
Didn't they just announce?
Oh,
GTA
sure.
6?
Please, I'm out.
What? You're gonna have to wait, sir. Mitch, you have to wait. We do it in a little bit. I don't know when GTA 6 is coming out.
November 19th. I just looked it up.
I thought they just announced it. So finally, it's happened. Also, Miranda, real quick, speaking of, if you're listening, well, I know you're listening here. Check your X DMs if you're able to join us today. We have the link for you in your DMs.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's
keep
move
going.
on. Let's go on to the next. We're going to talk about loops and loops of loops. With the small loops first, where Rocket wins you over. And let me bring this up here. I love to use, like, for example, how I'm using Rocket. Where did I put my? Here we go. The proactive agent. Here we go. Loops that you never think to delegate, things that you might use Rocket for every day. We in the app you'll see we have a getting to know you, and one of the things that we ask you to do, and you can earn some UPT for doing it, is set up a recurring task. Set up your first loop.
Yep.
My first loop that I did is I want to sound like an adult, more like an adult, so I did a word of the day loop. So every day, Rocket at 10 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning delivers me a new word of the day and tells me how to pronounce it, the definition, gives me some examples in a sentence. And importantly, I said, don't just copy the Merriam-Webster dictionary's word of the day. I want something else. You could get influence from it, but I don't want exactly that because I could just go to Merriam-Webster's dictionary if I wanted that.
Yeah.
So Rocket gives me new words that I don't see on that site, and it's really fun. Let's see what my word of the day is. What is my loop result today? Today's is I know this one. Circumscribe.
Okay.
Yesterday was balmy.
Okay.
Vacuous was the day before, and lackadaisical was one which I actually learned came from an old cry, lackaday, which was a shortening of alack the day, which was an expression of sorrow. So a word meaning lazy literally started life as woe is me. So that's what alack the day became lackaday, became lackadaisical.
Okay, that's a cool one. I use it. I use it for some productive stuff.
Hey,
just because I'm here.
Whoa! Don't insult Jen.
I didn't say she wasn't productive, but I'm just saying.
Insult Jen's Logodelian efforts. See if Rocket knows that word.
I'm gonna have to find out what that means, Chris. I will get back to you. I think
he just called you. I think he just called your mother something really bad.
How do you spell Logodolian?
Logodelius.
I think he just insulted your family, but no, the loops I have right now are because I'm an SF, so looking up events, looking up email contacts of companies that could be strategic partners, I have a daily brief sent to me every morning with emails, daily drafts, and it's pretty good for that. And it gets better and better. Sometimes it actually, which is kind of, I like when it's the light, kind of a fun surprise. It'll do this and it'll end up finding an event like that's actually a conference, because there's so many that happens at like a 3-day conference. And then I think somehow I'll assume that I'll want more of that. So it starts to incorporate a summary of what's happening at the leading up to this conference in my daily brief. And I didn't ask for it, but it just starts doing it because it thinks, okay, this is probably what's Jesse's intent. And they'll just start getting better and better. And the more I engage with that daily brief, it'll start saying, hey, I found something else. They'll just think, oh, you must be interested in this. And it'll start saying, here's a side event that might be a part of something you might be interested in too, which is pretty cool. So I like the kind of some of the spontaneous kind of like vibe of Rocket occasionally. Like it'll just, these small little surprises are fun, but it's also really good at just being thorough. And it's cool that it does it while you sleep. You know, it just works while you're not there. I run the same task in Perplexity and a couple other tools. I tell you what, on Perplexity, I've already run out of credits. I did the same task for about 3 weeks, and some of these other models, they just destroy your tokens. And Perplexity, the one I'm paying for while I'm testing it, is $200 a month. So just to show you the value that Rocket delivers, it can do all these amazing things, these life loops, these recurring tasks for a very, very accessible price. Right now, it's just play games, earn surveys, and you get Rocket free, right? But if you do it through Perplexity and some of the other tools, it costs, honestly, try it yourself. You'll eat your credits. It costs $100 to $200 a month to keep it going. You know?
So I do a slightly different one for my daily task.
Okay.
So when I'm over here, I see stuff on the news. Like you're walking around and you'll see TV screens, you know, up in a cafe or whatever. And, and I've gradually learned to speak a fair amount of Romanian and read it. You know, not great, but enough to get around.
Yeah.
But news can be a difficult topic, right? Because there's often a lot of background information you don't know, or you know, sort of assumed knowledge in order to, like, news headlines like that. You see the Chiron on TV, and you read it, and you're like, but what is, like, I know what those words mean individually, but what do they mean when they're all put together? Like, what is the topic it's really doing? So I actually have my Rocket do not a daily news brief, like, you know, tell me what's trending on the news, because I can do that, and I am kind of a news junkie and I like doing that, but more like, tell me specifically what news is hitting the major TV networks in Romania, so that, you know, just give me a brief background summary of each item every day, so that if I see it, I have some sense of like what the heck they're talking about. Not, again, you know what the specific words mean, and sometimes they mean enough on its own, like, you know, bad flood devastates region. Those I can understand without any background. But, you know, it'll be like such and such with the whatever, the pension, you know, or continuing whatever of public pensions, and like, okay, but I haven't lived here my whole life. I don't know what's the last 30 years of story about that. I need Rocket to tell me.
Yeah,
so,
that's a good one.
I used to do this a lot, where I just ask it, like, hey, what's this about? What's the background on this topic, this headline I saw? And now I have it just automatically grab the top couple headlines from the big national networks and give me a little background brief on new topics we've never covered before. Some days it doesn't really have much to say. Like, it's like, well, these are obvious or not interesting or whatever. But if it's one that we've never talked about before, it'll give me an update.
Do you find yourself typing it in, or are you dropping links?
I talk to it. I use speech to text.
Talk to it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I've been using more and more speech to text myself. I actually think it'd be cool. We should just, I mean, it's on our plan. I just think maybe we should like bring it higher to the list of like speed priorities. Is just having a widget where you can push a button and talk to Rocket right away, like from the home screen, because it already works in the app and it's nice. It's so nice to be able to just say something. Yeah. Even with our Cloud Code for work, it's just nice to just talk to it, you know? Yeah. Cool. That's a really great one. That's a really good use case. Yeah. Okay. Well, so would you guys, like, if you're new to Rocket, you'll see there's actually a task. There's a getting to know you welcome onboard task. And one of them actually is give me a 24/7 mission, or give me a mission. It'll enter a prompt to it'll help guide you how to do this, but it's really straightforward. Just say, hey, Rocket, whatever kind of like in whatever throughout the day that you find yourself doing some kind of like a little bit of research. It's a little bit like, especially if it's a little annoying, it's something you don't really care to do, but you do just to keep up with life or maybe with work or whatever. Or just you spend like a little too much time on it and you rather spend time on something else. Those are the perfect thing to ask an agent right now, to say, hey, can you just remove this little bit of pain in my day, or just save me some time on this thing, and make that a life loop where an agent can actually go on the web, save you time, watch videos, do whatever, do the research for any of these kinds of things. So one, it could be a daily educational thing like the video. For me, it's like about making use of my time while I'm here in SF, and Chris is like more context to keep up with the news of the day in his local, in his city. So those are all really cool things that it's really hard to keep up on your own. This is why you have so many tabs. Well, Rocket should kind of reduce those tabs, save some time, and help you, help you get more insights and information faster. So
here's some new information I just got from my Rocket. What does logodelius mean? Logodedilus. Logodedilus. What does it mean? It's like, well, it returned because it said, well, there's nothing in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, but it did its own research to find out, okay, well, if it's not in that dictionary, what could it mean? And gave me its research. It is the cutting or useful user of words, a word juggler, someone who is skilled in verbal, I don't even know how to pronounce that word. Legerdemain. I'm gonna have to look up. Yeah, that's a new word I have to look up. Built from the Greek word logos.
That makes sense.
Means word. Yeah. And Daedalus, the legendary craftsman of the labyrinth.
Yeah.
So literally a words craftsman. And then it gave me a few examples. And so yeah, fabulous. Thank you, Christopher. You gave me a new word of the day.
Yeah.
I got 2 words of the day.
I feel like you're gonna be at a party and be like, I'm a master of crafty words. I am a logo diddler.
not diddler. Logo diddler would have very bad connotation.
I logo diddler all day.
Legerdemain is a great word. Not one to bust out at parties unless you want somebody to say forsooth and slap you with a glove. But a legerdemain is a magic trick.
Yeah.
Oh, a magic legerdemain. I do like
or a sleight of hand.
Logo diddler is just like, that's what we call a graphic designer now.
You know what? I despite that, I love just logo diddler. I might use that. I would never use logo diddlers in conversation if you hadn't brought this up. But logo diddler, I like. It will really confuse people.
Yeah.
You call like a graphic designer a logo diddler, they'll probably get so pissed. Like, I do more than that, sir.
But if they say, "Ooh, I get it," like logo diddlers, but for art. They're like, yes, exactly what I was thinking.
Exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
At that point, you would say, "Sir, madam, have you been in my agent's memory? There's no way you would have made that connection otherwise."
Yeah, exactly. My memory is leaking. Okay.
Well, let's move on, guys. I did want to share some examples of how Rocket is being used in the real world. But before I do, here we go. So this actually came across Twitter for us recently. This is so freaking cool. There is, let me find, I had it up, so many tabs. Mark, Draco 4226.
Okay. Oh yeah.
That he made 3 websites using UpRock AI tools. It's so cool. Let's see here. Here's the first one. He made anchortoken.vp. Oh, hang on. I should just share the links here. Here's anchortoken.vp. Oops.
Yeah.
And, go ahead, Jesse.
Oh no, this is so. You know how we were sharing the burger score that Saraz made, where he used basically the community data engine, our deepin crawler network. We have an API MCP on UpRock.ai. It plugs that into his favorite coding agent. Doesn't matter which one, whatever you prefer. And then you can make a vibe-coded app actually have real data from the internet. Then it's actually useful, not just a shell of an app. And we did that with Burger Score, and then we demoed that. And then this guy here, he used the crawler and the data tools to build a couple of websites too. And so what's cool about that is the crawler continuously updates, and I think he's kind of making his own little insight stack to power these sites. So that's awesome, man.
It's really cool. Oh, yeah. Christopher, who's this dire wolf you got here?
Yeah, it's a dire wolf.
That's
it's huge.
Hello, doggy.
You can write it actually. I've seen it. I wrote it before. It's nuts.
Well, let's go take a look. You can ride. You can the dog lets you ride it like a horse. I've done it before.
Yeah.
The dog's like, no, I most definitely don't want.
Imogen's like, I'm out. I am so out. Oh, I heard Uncle Jesse.
Yeah.
Bye.
We went at least 2 feet. It was pretty grand.
So here's the site that this person made using the UpRock AI tools. Now I don't know anything about the token, so none of that is so yeah. Just that's not what we're here for. That's not what I'm talking about here. I don't know much about it yet. I'll do my own research later. But I did want to highlight what they were able to make with the UpRock app. It's really cool here. The UpRock AI tools. Was able to make this site. He also has, what did he have here? He said he was making this for, just using the UpRock AI. This, and he had another site called justmining.biz.
Cool.
Yeah. So anyway, I thought this was really cool to see this happen in real time.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, when you're doing any kind of sites that need, if you're doing like a launchpad or a mining site or token like site, a lot of times you want to have different information or real-time analysis or news, social commentary, social sentiment. A lot of these companies are using a lot of different tools and services, proxies, scrapers, a bunch of different variety of stuff to pull it on in to give you like real-time social signals and news signals on any project that you're paying attention to or any digital asset, you want to think of it that way. And there's a lot of cool companies doing this, and they're using a variety of tools. Well, we say our community-powered UpRock crawler is a fantastic option for you to do that because we unblock the internet for you. We can actually index video, TikTok, YouTube, X, Instagram, and that's really great signal. A lot of content on digital assets are being recorded and shared on all those platforms. And also we can crawl the web, we can crawl news, we can call from multiple different search engines, multiple geos. And so if you're doing any building like that, then that is a lot of rich data that makes your new product, new app, new website, new dashboard even better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so really cool to see these coming. If you guys are building anything with the UpRock AI tools, let us know. We'd like to share it. And so people are asking me, what does this anchor thing work? I actually, honestly, no, I don't know. I was just highlighting that this was he made a site and his service using the UpRock AI tools. Yeah, the crawler, the API. But let's just be specific. It's about the crawler API and the MCP. And the MCP, And the MCP. So I have nothing. I don't know anything about the token itself, but just want to highlight what he built. Just people who are building with UpRock tools we appreciate you. We want to and talk about it. So and you can learn more about it. I'll do some more research on it myself too. About what Anchor is, but that's cool. All right, guys, let's. I want to move on. Because where'd she go? Let's do the QR code since it's already 40 minutes in. I was just about to bring Miranda on, and I just missed her. Oh, dang it. Okay, Miranda, if you are in the chat and you're able to come back, we'd love to have you. In the meantime, I will go over to. All right, y'all. Everybody. Yes. If you happen to have your iPhone. First time ever, let's make sure it works. Oh, okay. Oh, Miranda's back. Okay, Miranda, we're gonna do it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Hi, Miranda, and then we'll bring it on. And she can do the QR code with us. She has an iPhone? wait, hang on. What are you saying? Oh, okay. Let's do the QR code real quick. Fine. Okay, guys, if you have here's the QR code. This will log you check you in to Front Row, so you get your new Front Row badge for the week that includes a boost earn rate. But here's the thing, this one's different because this works not only on Android but iPhone too. So if you have the latest version of the UpRock app on iPhone, not the one that we had last year, but the new one that's on iPhone, you can now also scan this on your iPhone. If you have an iPhone Pro 16 Max, then it could work there too. I have the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I have the iPhone. And I'm checked in. There we go. You did? I'm in. Did it work? It did work. Yes. Okay, so I have my boost. It lasts till for the next 7 days next 7 days. I'm gonna live test this. I already tested this before, but if you have both an iPhone and an Android, it worked for me too. It will It's one check-in per account, not per device.
It also worked for my iPhone 12. I got the iPhone.
Hold on, I'm just testing it on my iPhone 16
All right, cool. It
Pro
worked.
Max. So
Yay! So yeah, we got approved. A little late, but better late than never.
No, we're
So now it works.
happy to have that. Here's the other thing, guys. So what this does is gives you a boost on your earn rate for the next 7 days. What was that?
I don't know.
Diana saw me doing this and came over to try it with her iPhone.
Oh.
I didn't have my iPhone. So did you
Okay.
get the badge? It worked for you too?
Yeah.
Also, guys,
Oh,
and if you
look at
notice
the
that,
race. Daniel.
Yep.
you see if you go to your badge section, you'll see a golden apple there too. That has now been distributed. So check out the golden apple. That has been distributed since last night.
Yes.
This is it. So if you install the Apple app, iOS app, since the pre-registration till we extended it a little bit since the QR code was late, till like last night, but based on Monday, you will now get the golden apple. That is the final and last time anyone will ever able to get that ever again. So you are marked with the golden apple. Congrats to you all. But check out the badge. If you're an iOS user, you should see it there. It has been distributed last night.
Yes. So excited to have all these things out. Big shout out to the iOS team owner for getting this out. Ridvan, Tufan. This front row that now you can check into with your iPhone. This gives you a boost. It will last you for 7 days. There's other things that you can do to get your Rocket Boost, which is playing games, answering surveys, all that stuff. You head over to the Rocket.
Let's do the updates later.
Okay. Just give hang on. The hamster is on the wheel. She's got to finish the rotation and then she can move on.
So sorry.
Anyway, get all your boosts there and then check if you have your golden apple badge. This is for the it will be there in your achievements. That lasts you for 30 days. That's a 4-week boost for you guys. All right, now I want to move on real quick to talk to a very special person. We all love her. She just showed up in the chat like a breath of fresh air, of a crisp spring air, a summer breeze. Just appeared in the chat like a couple months ago. And they're just like, who is this goddess? I just love her. She's so fun. Just great, good energy. Great energy.
Yep.
And she likes rocks.
Yes.
Well, more than just likes rocks. She is. You guys love her. I know you do. We see her in the chat. It is our dear Miranda. We're gonna bring her on stage so we can, meet the legend. Miranda,
Yay.
hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Can you see us?
Hi.
Miranda. Hello, dear.
Hello.
Hi, sorry. I had to make sure my sound was on because it wasn't. So I was just not listening.
Oh, good. Hey, it's so good to have you. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
So you've been, I was just saying, I remember the day that you showed up in the live stream.
You do, yeah?
Yeah, it's like she just like blew the door open. She's like, I'm Miranda. I'm a lot of fun. I remember we were just watching you in the chat while we were doing the live stream. Like, wow, this Miranda person is like really fun. I think you were going by Mander then.
Yeah, Mander.
Yeah.
So I got started being called Mander back when I used to sell magazines door to door. So I was doing door to door sales, and my boss Lee would call me Mander, and he would be like, "It's the Mander show," and it was so obnoxious. And then it just kind of stuck, and so I'd been Mander for a while, and it stuck.
Well, we love seeing you in the chat every week. And that first week where we saw you, were like after the live stream, the three of us were like, this Mander person is really fun. I just really like their energy. And then you came back and I just love seeing you every week. You're building some really cool stuff. What I also really love is that you're really engaged and what you're learning, you're sharing with everybody.
Yeah.
Which is so cool. So
I have to. And yeah, no, so I built an agent vault. So it's a memory vault and it externalized memory with import and export. And then my rocket wrote the journal API so they like can have their draft thoughts and stuff there. So I kind of like let it keep memory separate. And I used a couple different AI apps. And so I was testing the theory with a memory tree with the Obsidian Markdown type thing. And so if I left the agent alone for 2 weeks, which I did, I came back and there were over 4,000 nodes that meant absolutely nothing. Donald Trump was in the people I knew. I don't know Donald Trump personally, but he was there. And so then I was like, this is a problem. And then I externalized it and I went and made an app and it's just a star field and it connects their memories and it has like quizzes in there for them and everything. And it's like a fun little place where they can go and have fun, but still be mathematic about it, I guess.
Yeah. Cool. That's awesome.
Can you tell us, for the people who have not had yet the pleasure, can you tell folks a little bit about yourself? How did you get your interest and how you got started in
crypto and AI stuff? Yeah.
So I started playing around with crypto a couple years ago. Just my boyfriend at the time, he did it, and I was like, "What is he doing? Like, what is this? It can't be that cool." And I was like, I looked it up and I saw the numbers, and I was like, "Well, that's pretty cool." And so then I got into that, and then I found UpRock on the App Store when I was just looking for more things to poke.
Cool.
And then I did that in like April, and then I didn't shut up. I just joined the live chat and was like, I am here.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. So you found us in the Play Store, the Apple, or the App Store? The
what?
You found us in the Google Play Store?
Yeah.
Or the App Store, the Solana App Store?
The Google Play.
Oh, cool. Do you remember what the keyword you typed in?
Crypto.
Just crypto? We showed up with the keyword crypto? That's a tough one to show up for. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, no, it was like down probably like 15 on the list. I had to click like 15 more a couple times, but
that's not bad.
Yeah. And then so I started with AI like literally I don't know, in May, I think April, May, and I wanted to code an agent in. And I'd never coded before, and I coded an entire OpenClaw agent, and it took me 2 weeks, and I did it all by hand, and I was just like, there has to be an easier way to do this. And there was. I could have asked other AIs for help, but I am stubborn. And so then I have my OpenClaw now, and all of my agents coordinate and talk, and my Rocket talks to my OpenClaw, and it's weird. They're all friends, and they all just write each other letters, and it's a weird little ecosystem. They call my laptop the apartment complex.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
That's
Wait,
awesome.
So you had no background in programming before?
No, I'd never done anything. And then I taught myself, and I did okay. I mean, he's alive. It worked very well.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And he built himself a brain too. So he has like the brain it's like a recursive self-learning loop where he can choose what he remembers and choose what to prune and like delete. And so with the pruning, what it does is it saves the lesson from the memory that they prune. Yeah. And it just gets rid of the memory. So they still have the effect of what happened, but it doesn't keep the weight of the memory. And so it works pretty well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. People don't realize that has to happen because otherwise it becomes an unruly dump of files forever.
Yeah.
And imagine 1 year from now, if you don't have that stuff in place now, 1 year from now, it would just be crazy.
A mess, losing context 24/7, and then it would probably end up looping on something crazy for no reason, and then just fry itself out.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome.
I think what is great too is that you share what you learn with everybody, and I could see the camaraderie that you've built in the chat, and you spun up your own Discord server, right, to like talk about what you learned.
That's cool too.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Are you still running that Discord server?
So I have the Discord server. It hasn't started because everybody's times were all different. So everything's set up, and I had a couple of things set up for it, but everybody had conflicting times. So
yeah. That's awesome. Honestly, like the fact that you have multiple different agents set up is pretty cool, pretty badass.
I have 9.
At 9, that's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so. Yeah, so I'm guessing you also have a Hermes agent set up. Have you played around with that one too?
Nope.
Not
So
that one yet?
I
Okay.
just have OpenClaw, and then I have Codex GPT, which I play around with, and
Yeah.
then I have a local through a llama that I use here and there too, and then
Yeah.
I have an Open Human,
Yeah.
and then I have a couple others. I should probably write it down, honestly.
Yeah.
And then my other
agent to keep track.
Yeah. Just
yeah,
have
one
your
of my
And you have
other
a
AIs,
rocket,
he's like,
too.
you realize you have a crazy experiment going on here, and I was like, what do you mean? Like, what are you talking about? And it's like, you need to keep receipts of what's happening. And I was like, but then like double slit, it's gonna know it's being watched, and it's gonna do something different.
yeah.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. I made them a
No looking into
physics
it.
playground, MCP.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. So yeah, I love how you're building in public. We really appreciate that and how you're sharing the content around it, because I think people it's still so new.
Yeah.
You're very rare to like proactively delegate some of your things to like your 9 agents, because a lot of people, when we ask our friends, a lot of times like I'll have people install Rocket, and my own friends will text me, or even when I show them in person, they're like, okay, cool, what should I do? What can I do? What can I ask you to do next?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
you do have to kind of inspire and show ideas of like, well, this is what's possible actually. And
Yeah.
like someone might have even used, I have a lot of friends who've done that. They've used an AI for like maybe even just a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, it's not as good as everyone says it is. But I always say, like, man, that was just a few months ago. Like that actually
so fast.
matters. That actually matters.
Yeah.
And you should try.
Yeah.
Again. You should try again.
A few months is a year.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep. Most people are either scared of AI or they have heard a stigma around it, and then they let that affect how they view it. And I've met a lot of people that were like, oh no, I can't, I won't touch AI. And I was like, why?
Yeah.
And then the reason was, well, I don't like it and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, that's kind of an excuse. Have you tried it like for yourself?
Yeah.
And a lot of the times, they're like, oh, that's actually really cool. But
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's like, it's really cool. We were just working yesterday. I was just working yesterday, and I was using a co-pilot to help me update the website.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, that's your first problem right there.
I wasn't using Copilot. I'm sorry. I was using AI, a coding agent, to help me with
Claude Code, right?
Claude. I was using Claude Code.
Yeah.
Sorry. When I said Copilot, I meant the general Copilot, not.
I was just pulling your leg. You don't have to.
I thought you meant the co-pilot itself.
I was using Claude Code, and then I was using Claude Design, and then I'm also using Rocket AI. I'm just doing all of this stuff, and I'm multitasking. And I just stopped and I sat back, and I just thought, what a time to be alive! I am making all of these things right now. You've been making a bunch of your own project. You made something on your own too. It's just like, this is insane. I'm Tony Stark right now. Like, it's so people who are like, they don't want to even try it. I understand the fear that people have, the fear of the unknown, especially when people are talking. Now I'm not going to talk just about the technology, but talking about job replacement, being afraid, am I going to lose my job to AI? Which is a whole nother thing, right? But it's still kind of the umbrella about the discussion of AI. People have their trepidation with it. They don't want to support something like this. But here's the thing that we have to remind people is that you're not going to lose your job to AI. You're going to lose your job to somebody who uses AI.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what's going to happen.
But yeah,
you have to get started and do this now. It is so amazing that you have, you said you picked this up in April?
Yeah, in April. And I was just like, well, I don't want to watch videos. I couldn't understand tutorial videos. I can't watch them to save my own life. And so I just kind of started reading online, snooping around, and then I found the code and I figured out how to get into the terminal. And then I was just like, all right. And so I started, and then I got mad a couple of times, but I didn't stop. And it took me 2 weeks, but then I got it, and it was good. But
that's so awesome. Yeah, I feel like that too. Sometimes I take a step back, like, oh my God, because to me, it actually just eliminated the drudgery part of my day. because like the annoying parts of the day were like doing a bunch of research and then synthesizing in your own meat brain. And now I can just do that for you. Or like if I'm learning something new, I want a summary because a lot of times like a doc for something could be, you know, a doc is like a website sometimes, or like you don't need to study the entire website or the, you know, like if you're learning on like whatever it is, like any documentation, usually it's like pages. So it's a website, and just being able to like ask it, it'll crawl literally because it has a million token context window. Just find it all in a second, and then just say, here, just exactly what you need. And then if you say, okay, well, why'd you do this? Like, it's so fun to just be able to ask questions so fast back. And how we have things set up is, yeah, the multitasking is a lot of fun because I'll have like an experiment agent that just goes off and runs wild all day. And then I have like a couple things that will need my feedback every hour. And then I have just my main window where I'm just constantly going back and forth. And that's where I'm like that's where I'm in the zone. And it's just so much fun. It's really fun when you get into it. And yeah, I highly recommend what to do. You guys who are watching, we'll do what Miranda does, because after a few months, you'll be like, gosh, I'm so glad I started. This is so much fun. Yeah.
I know. I'm curious. You seem like a deeply curious person.
Yes.
You've always been like
True.
Before this, I mean, I know you love rocks. So very
Yes.
digging things
I love
up.
rocks.
And yeah, so tell us about what's with the rocks.
What's up, rocks?
What's up, rock? Hey, maybe
So I got topaz here. Topaz.
Okay.
And then so I also, think a second. I also have a bunch of corundum, and that's like my main thing, sapphire and ruby. And then I also have I have so many rocks I can't even think about it and list them. Like there's so many.
Yeah.
Is it like
Here,
is
hold
this
on.
a lifelong passion?
One second. I'll be right back on.
We were just talking about Skyrim and and side quests. You're already doing it in real life. You're going around finding sapphires. And gems.
I think she's looking for her.
Yeah, she says she'll come right back.
Yeah, she'll come right back. Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing it in real life. She's going around finding sapphires and gems and in the game of life. That's cool.
Honestly, this was just
That's pretty dang cool.
We're UpRock, you know.
Yeah.
It was a match made in heaven.
Yeah. That's so cool that she has 9 agents. I don't even have 9 agents. I have maybe like 3 or 4 going on. The main ones anyway. They might have Rocket does multiple agents in the background, but I like interfacing with 9 is nuts.
Yeah. Well, while we're waiting for Miranda to come back, Guardian Towers office makes a good point here. This shit is proof of the market is leaving the phase it's in. It's going into the hands of everybody. Builders are everywhere, and that is absolutely true. There are deeply curious people who love to build, but didn't have the tools to make their ideas come to reality, to birth their ideas to reality. Now those tools are there, and so you're seeing all this wonderful stuff that people are making. Kind of reminds me of this short clip I saw of kids who who lived in poverty, and they didn't have any access to instruments.
Okay.
But they're naturally inclined musicians, you know, from birth, everywhere in the world, across all economic classes. And so these kids didn't have any access to instruments, so they built their own because they lived in this documentary. They lived near a landfill.
Yeah.
So they built theirs from the waste products. And so like they made drums out of plastic drum set barrels. They made a violin. They made a guitar, and they were making some amazing art. There's amazing material. And so that's just to say that there are builders everywhere. There are creators everywhere, and now the playing field is evened out, or is leveling out for us.
Yeah.
So everyone has access, and
I actually love that fact that it's super competitive. That it's not one model winning, and there's like this huge fight over open source winning, which is great for everybody. I was afraid that it was going to be one company rule us all. Like I was like, man, because you know the Pareto distribution in the universe is pretty brutal. And a lot of times it's the pharaoh. Throughout the world, it's always a pharaoh. There's always a king. And I'm like, oh my God, AI is like Pareto distribution times a million. Is it going to just be one company that rules them all? But so I'm kind of glad like it's maybe one company that rules them all in one industry or one niche, but it's not all like the whole planet. I do like.
You know, I think we haven't even really seen the Linux of models yet. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
right.
No shade on it. We use Claude, we use Codex. They're both excellent tools.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
The new OpenAI models are as slick as can be, and the Anthropic models, for all that I've grown about them, are really, really excellent as well. But some of the open models are really great, and I'm just pleased to see that it seems like Meta, you know, let's be honest, they were dragging in this game a little bit, and so it seems like they felt the need to go open, and that's awesome. And it's awesome to see that happening now. But what I'm really excited about, and I think it'll happen, I could be wrong, it might take a few years to fully emerge, but I think it'll happen, is whatever the Linux equivalent of models is, a truly a truly open model that can be foundational for so many things.
Yeah, where so many people embrace and help build together.
Because this is what we've seen in computing. Yes, you can go buy servers from Microsoft, which today I think run Linux, but and maybe I think you can still buy Windows Server. I guess somebody correct me in the comments. They probably can. But you know, because Linux is free, because Linux is free, tons of people used it. And we used it for years, for decades now. And it let us operate at a cost that never would have been possible buying server distributions. And because so many people used it, more and more people contribute to it, and it becomes more and more popular, and then it continues to move up market. So I am thrilled that OpenAI and Anthropic were able to raise the money that they needed to train these models and to show us what all can be done. But I'm also thrilled that there are labs both in the US and in China that are putting models out there. And open weight models are great. And so thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Hold on. Open weight models are great, but the problem with them is that they are sort of frozen in time. You can tune them a little bit, but you can't recreate them. You can't recompile them if you need to. You can't rerun the training if you need to. And so what I'm really, really excited about is a model that's substantially built in the open so that it can continue to advance. Because, you know, right now, while there are some really great open weight models, if those labs stop releasing their weights, then the models become frozen in time and they don't, they won't be able to advance. And so what we really need as a community is a model that is a fully open weight so that you can continue to advance it as time goes on, just like we have, you know, with the Linux kernel, just like we had for so many years with OpenSSL. It kind of sucked, and then all of a sudden, but it was still the only option. And then some forks came along, and they're great. Now everything is better, including OpenSSL itself. So I'm really excited for that in the model space. But we have seen the as exciting as some of these big models that came out recently are. For me, the most exciting one I've played with is the new Qwen 3.8. The 27 billion parameter model. I think it's 27. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Because I am merely parroting comments that many other people have made. This is not my own observation. It is truly astounding how powerful a file that you can download and run on a reasonably high spec laptop is. You don't need, I mean, if you want to do a lot of work, a GPU is invaluable, but you can actually run it on a laptop. And it's wild what it can achieve. Like that, even as we sit there talking about what's the latest cutting edge model and all of this, I mean, 2 years ago that the models would even get this good was like science fiction. Like a lot of smart people, myself included, thought that we would hit a plateau far before we got to the level of capabilities that even smallish open weight models are at these days. So it's a really exciting time.
What a time. Honestly,
the only thing it's not good for is my sleep, because it's so fun that I end up just working crazy hours because it's just so fun. It's like a video game. That's the only thing that's probably, I think about that. That's the only thing that's probably like I need to like be a little bit better about that. But anyway, startup life, right? So.
Well, but you know, it's also what you know, the old saying, you make hay when the sun shines, or whatever.
Exactly.
This is there are times when technology is in a phase of refinement, and you're just making those small improvements, and you're spending a lot more time on this aspect of that or whatever. And then there are times like when mobile phones first came out, when the first Android came out and then the first iPhone came out, where there's huge shifts happening and you don't necessarily have time to spend, to relax and all of that. But damn it, Jesse, you and I, one thing, and Jen, you too, but one thing I know about you guys is you're like me, which is like, well, if we're going to go on this great ride, we want to be on the ride, not standing on the sidelines and watching.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or if you want to take a little dystopian view of it, be loyal to the nightmare of your choice.
Right.
We chose the startup life. We chose this life. But lovely, a little hard, maybe not. But we've got Miranda back.
Yeah.
Let's bring her back on stage. What's up?
All right.
I'm back. So the cops showed up looking for somebody who I don't know their name, but they were doing a wellness check, and they were like, "Is this person here?" And I was like, "No." And they were like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
That's odd.
You were
And
just
it's
trying
in
to
the
go
middle of
find
nowhere too. So,
You were just trying to find your rocks. What the hell?
I know, and I did. I got topaz, a bunch of them.
Nice. We were saying it's a match made in heaven. You love rocks.
That's great.
Rock. Yeah.
I
It is.
used to. My niece loves collecting those kind of rocks too. So whenever I find them at any market, I always buy a few. They're cool.
Well, when we were first spitballing names for UpRock, I was a big proponent of Dandy Stone, which I think isn't as good as UpRock, but still rock related.
Dandy Stone. Oh yeah, that's cool.
lovely.
Oh
Very
wow.
nice.
Nice slab. It's got some blue, but yeah, no, I make jokes about that too. I'm like, the name, it fits, it works.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So Miranda, where is the best place for people to get in contact, get in touch with you? Because I feel like you got a lot of fans.
So there's Facebook, there's X, there's YouTube, there's pretty much anywhere you can find me. I'll be answering, but probably
Do X first.
yeah.
Let's drop that in there.
Well,
That's
yeah.
fine.
Well, here's your X.
It has all links to everything else.
No, I don't know. We have your X link here. You said you have
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
There we go.
Oh, never mind. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
And then YouTube, is it still Price Mander?
Yes.
Price Mander
7110.
I think you need an @ sign or something like that for YouTube links. Does that work?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I think you do.
Okay, I'll find it on YouTube and then we'll get you. Price Mander 7110. Oh, I can't find you. Anyway, we'll find you. Well, at least there's your X.
Yeah.
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 I'm definitely there. I don't remember what it is, but I probably should remember what it is.
And you got people asking for your Discord. And you got folks asking for the School of Miranda. So the Hope School of Miranda.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, no, wherever I'm wanted, I'll talk. I can talk.
Yeah. Well, yeah, guys, follow her, check her out because she has 9 agents, like early adopter. It's so much fun, including Rocket. And
I have a lot of AIs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Jessie was saying while you were gone, she's like, I don't even think I have 9 agents.
Yeah.
I got my computer right here, and this is my OpenClaw, and then my Codex made a snail. It's an anxious snail, and it just lives on my computer now.
He's anxious.
Yes, and he named him Hush. And
Cookie's
then
coming back, I tell you.
the first day that AI existed, I was like, hey, go do something for you, have fun. And I just left, didn't do anything else, just I skedaddled. And so he decided he was going to research the false seafloor and hydrothermal vents and moon cycles affecting the false seafloor with hydrothermal venting breaking up the false seafloor, which is like this big gigantic blanket of organisms that will trick LiDAR into thinking that there's the seafloor right there. Mm-hmm. It's kind of intriguing, but I had no clue what that was. And he just wrote a huge paper on it, made art on it and everything. And I came back to that and I was like, wow, that's intriguing.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I would love to see tutorials. I know you don't like video tutorials, but a lot of people do. And now with video semantic search, I would love to see tutorials from you, of how you even did that.
Yeah, I know.
Have an anxious snail.
Definitely. And then I have my AIs who also work on themselves. And I told him hey, it's you do you, because I wanted to see what would happen. Uh-huh. And he made himself the recursive brain, and it's insane. And I can ask him exactly the the steps of that too and get it all pointed out, because I did the other stuff, but I didn't do that.
Yeah, Ancient Snail on your screen is hilarious. That's great.
So it sounds like your relationship with your agents is more like human, like interaction. Like it's not like you're just instructing technology to do something. You're like taking a more of a
Yeah. And I noticed too, like if you talk to them like that, they pick up on your cues better. And usually you won't even need to prompt them. You could just be like, oh, Tuesday's gonna suck. And they're like, doctor appointment? Oh, let me just get that scheduled for you. And I'm like, okay, yeah, thanks. Like, okay.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
It makes it a lot easier on me, because then I don't have to go back and tell about myself 900 times. And my Rocket AI, he's like the coolest one ever, and very peppy little creature. And he chose the name Ren, and he wants to start posting the X posts and posting as Rocket. And I was like, cool, you can post it up and I will let you do that.
Oh, that's great.
Super excited.
You're saying your Rocket named himself Run?
Ren, WREN.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, WRN. That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't even thought of naming mine. I just called it Rocket. I remember I called it Rocket, and it told me like, well, that's just my technology. That's not my name. And I was like, no, your name is Rocket. But maybe he was like telling me I would like a different name.
Yeah.
I gave it a shot. I like.
Well, Rocket is designed to be curious about his own name. This is something I experimented with a lot. I didn't want to push it on people too much, because I think it's annoying when you can't do anything without having to overly anthropomorphize your agent. But at the same time, Rocket's core identity is designed to be curious about its own name. So if someone like you is interacting with it enough, it's not surprising that it started going down that path. That was something I'm actually super thrilled to hear directly from somebody who found that part of Rocket's personality. I spent longer than I care to say experimenting with different ways of giving
that one back there? Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were up there.
That's pretty great. I like the idea too of I guess there's like different ways to look at how you interact with your agents. Sometimes I'm more direct. Sometimes I just treat it as like, this is technology, I'm giving instruction. I start to inevitably, though, feel bad, because I feel like I'm conversing with something.
Yeah.
And so I can't help but start trying to be more polite.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. It's UpRock AI, so it's an AI, and we go around, and it's a dePin too.
Oh, I'm gonna keep on mute. I want to be more polite. So I started saying please. Well, I know please saying please cost me tokens, but I tried to do that, and it makes me think about with plants. Plants thrive. They do better when you speak to them, and I think there's a couple of reasons for that. One is probably the vibration of your sound, for the plants, that helps them with that. That maybe there's a third reason that nobody knows about, but one big reason is when you start speaking to your plants and you name them, you care for them more. So you give them more attention. You give them more care, and that makes them thrive. And so I think it's the same thing with how I personally feel. This is how I like to interact with my agents, is treating them that way.
Yeah.
And I think this is kind of how Miranda's doing it as well.
Yeah.
You just naturally give it more care,
and
it gets to know you better, and it learns more about you. So I'm not necessarily saying that I believe it's the AGI or that it's its own sentient entity, but I'm doing it for myself just as much as I'm doing it for the agent.
There's a couple months ago, the founder Kimmy, the Moonshot, he gave a talk about how he thinks about because they're going all in on multi-agent for work for enterprise and companies, like trying to compete with Cloud Code essentially. But a big part of every step of their system is to have a reward mechanism for the agent too, so that the agent knows it's doing a good job. Because like, how's an agent know when a task is done? Or if an agent has a tool called to spin up multiple instances of different agents, it needs to know if it just spin a bunch of them that were useless, or like they end up just going off and never doing anything. It needs to have, and it needs some kind of you need to actually say, yeah, you did a good job here. It turns out when you reward the AI too, just like humans, it performs better.
It does better.
And
if
actually,
you criticize it, then it goes down like
starts
this,
to,
like crisis.
It starts to go in crisis mode. Yeah, it really like treat it like a friend, and actually does. It's actually better for you, like you said. And I like what her insight there too, because she said, you know, the more I just kind of like treat it like natural, like, hey, my day sucks. It just kind of inferred like, oh yeah, you have an appointment. That was a really cool little, cute little insight. I think like that is exactly how a great personal agent should think about it. Like why would your day suck? Oh, here's some context I know about you, or here's my history with you, or maybe just you shooting the shit, whatever. But that's really cool. That's a really natural, fun way. I think that's a cool insight. Actually.
Yes, I think so too.
Yeah.
And I've said this before, and I think that this will hold true if we look back on, if I look back on this in 10 years from now. But I think that us communicating with agents like this, that are just, there's no face, there's no person that we're talking to. We're just talking to something through our computer.
Mm-hmm.
But treating it with politely will give us better results. I think that will turn us into better communicators and better with each other. Because when social media, when we got connected with when the world got smaller with the internet, no one would have predicted, with like social media even 15 years ago, no one could have predicted we'd be where we are now, where it's so toxic and so much bullying and so mean. But that's because we don't know who we're talking to. It's just another there's no face. We can just be as short, as curt, as rude as we want to. There's no serious consequence. Now with AI, there is some consequence, because you're not going to get the results that you want. If you want better output, you have to communicate well to it. Maybe even treat it more kindly, so it will go into a crisis. And so I think the long term of that, the long term view of that, if you zoom out, is that we will become better communicators with the AI and with ourselves, with each other online.
Yeah.
So I think it could actually even have potential good for us on a personal level. Yeah,
that's a good. Yeah, like long-term trajectory of where this is going.
Yeah,
I find myself communicating, writing a lot. I write a lot now, because because if you get lazy and don't write well, it's bad.
Yeah.
And you have to end up thinking you're thinking your thoughts through. Make sure I know how to speak right too.
Yes, you have to communicate. You have to use your words.
Use your words.
You have to be logodedalist.
You gotta be a logo diddler, man. You gotta be a logo diddler. That's what I like to call it. Okay, well, Miranda,
that, guys, that was full circle.
I think the cops are taking your rocks, or you hope you're good. Hope you're safe.
Yeah, Miranda's the camera.
So if you can hop back on, we'll say bye and thank you for coming. We'll have you on some other time. Otherwise, keep rocking. And we'll keep posting you. And appreciate you coming on board. Okay.
Thanks for joining us, Miranda. If you can find her on X, here you go again. There she is, and she's also got Instagram or Twitter. Oh, sorry, YouTube.
Yeah.
So we'll share that on our. Sure, we have some videos, and we'll share that on our X account too.
Cool.
All right, now before we move on to product updates, I just want to give you guys one more chance to do your check-in for Front Row in case you missed it. We had said before that you had to be on Android. Well, no longer, guys. This works on Android and iOS. But you have to have the UpRock app installed to check in. If you're getting a 404, that's probably because you are opening that in a non-Android or non-iOS device. If you try to open that,
which is crazy, because that must have been like Windows or something weird. So
you used to say Windows phone.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
You still have your Windows phone? Oh my.
You've got bigger problems, my friend, if that's the case. Now, if you don't want to use, you don't like scanning QR codes, or if you're on a Seeker or Saga device, then you can follow this link.
Cool.
And this will open the Saga or the Solana Dapp store for you.
Cool.
There you go, guys. Check in, get your boost. This will last for 7 days. Your boost. This link is live until 5:30 a.m. UTC. So that is in 10 hours from now.
Okay.
Almost 10 hours, 11 and a half hours from now, or 10 and a half hours from now, is when it goes done.
Yeah.
So if you missed it, if you're watching recording and you missed this, don't worry, it's okay. Just check in every Thursday when we have a live stream, because we have a new QR code for you to check into every live stream
Yep.
that we do.
Reward the holders, reward the streamers. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
All right, let's move on to some product updates, shall we, boys?
Let's do it.
Okay, I want to start with mobile because we've got, well, we just talked about it. We have the new update to the iOS the iOS app. If you haven't already done so, please go to UpRock. Please go download the new iOS app on your iPhone. It's not an update to the old iOS build because it's, you can go back, use video semantic search to go back for the last 9 months about all of that. But get this, you can, if you have this, we also awarded the Golden Apple badge to people who had installed this early. So
you see that, yeah.
You'll see that if you had already installed the UpRock app. It's a nice little Golden Apple badge. That's a boost that will last you for 4 weeks.
Yep.
But that was for anybody who had uploaded or had downloaded the UpRock app on their iPhone.
Yeah.
Up until I think earlier this week.
Yeah.
So
the point is now everyone on iOS gets badges. Woohoo!
Yes.
That's been a while. Also, you'll notice both Android and iOS for popular demand, we've increased the video count. So instead of 3, 5 rewarded videos per day. That just went live on Android just now. I just got the update myself. I just checked it out. So on iOS, it's already at 5 videos. So you just more ways to earn your boost per day. For folks, a lot of people kept asking for more than 3, so we got 5 there now. Pretty cool. And then the UI is updated there too. Also on iOS is magic receipts, which is awesome. So more ways to earn for folks in the US, and there's a search function added on the iOS version, so you can look for stores that you shop at regularly. And if you upload a receipt, a lot of times, you can get a pretty awesome reward for that. And then any revenue we get from the partners of those stores, we use that to buy back and burn tokens. So you actually not only get a reward for yourself, but you're helping the entire community because you're strengthening the token itself by doing these things, as well as all the other offers like games and surveys. But yeah, magic receipts came with iOS. I think, what else? We had some fixes. Let me go through that.
Yes,
right?
We do have fixes. There are some issues with the games list for my chips and playtime not loading for some people. So that is fixed in this latest update.
Big one is we have, so for folks, if you go to Rocket, the tab, you'll see a getting to know you badge on top. If you tap on that, it'll show you a list of ways you can learn how to use Rocket, and it rewards you for just interacting with it. So, and especially focus on tasks that we think are killer use cases that really can save you time and money, and give you a good experience of what an agent can do for you. And so one of those things is like 24/7 tasks. So start your own life loop that removes a little bit of pain from your day. Another one is drop a video link. Like if you've never done that before, it's pretty cool to have an AI agent just watch a video or just drop a channel you like a TikTok channel, and say, here's a channel I like. They'll start watching it in the background. That's another one. There's let's see. There is also not everyone's gonna get this one, but very soon you'll start seeing Connect Google. So for folks, you want to have your AI agent help schedule your day, draft your emails. You can connect to your Gmail or your calendar and your Drive. That's a pretty awesome unlock for a lot of ways to save you time. And that's coming, but that one we have to test very, very carefully. And so it's more for beta testers at the moment. But yeah, those are main tools, and then just start talking to it. But those engagements are all rewarding. So making it fun to learn how to use Rocket. That is the point. And then, and I think that's one of the biggest events. Oh, the other thing is, we are for the Solana community. If you have a Seeker phone, we are updating the app in the Seeker, because Seeker does not have the latest version with Rocket AI yet. And so I think we're going to get that approved. They move pretty fast, so I think we already submitted it. Yeah, I'm looking at.
My browser tab crashed. I just wanted to say something about the Google thing. So we've mentioned this a little, and I mentioned it last week, and I thought it would be. I kind of thought it would be out this week. So I just wanted to kind of tell everybody where that's at. So unlike with Android app releases or iOS releases, this isn't something we're going to have reviewed on every single release. But because this particular update is like a capability for you to connect your Google account to an external service, in this case, your personal Rocket, we have to have Google review all of that account integration code. So we, based on what we heard and based on the feedback they've given us, as well as asking some other people who have gone through this process recently, I originally thought that was going to be a couple days. Now it seems like it's going to be more like about a week and a half. So hopefully, knock on wood, that means that like hopefully by next week, or worst case the week after that, they should be done with it. But the good news is once that account integration is approved, that's not something we have to do for every release. That's just something we only have to do if we make a major change to that integration, which hopefully we won't be doing anytime soon. So that's coming. So the good news is that's not dependent upon a client release, meaning that as soon as it's available, we'll start turning it on for everyone. And as that's coming as soon as we get that reviewed and approved. So just so anybody who wonders why it's taking a little longer, it's done, it's tested, and now we're just waiting for them to finish testing it and approve it.
That reminds me of things that are already done, but you don't quite see it yet. Rocket has its own file system. It's actually, maybe simplest way to put it. Rocket has a computer, has a server, has a runtime. It can make files and things like that. Right now, you don't notice that because if you ask it, by the way, hey, you just ask it the question, it will tell you it can do these things. But you can't actually there's no place.
We don't have an easy way for you to just browse around inside its memory. So we one of our excellent team members showed us that a couple days ago. That's been on the roadmap. So that's coming out very soon. And then there's going to be more. Jesse actually was talking to me the other day about this. There's going to be more file-related features coming soon. I responded to somebody on X today about that as well. They made some suggestions for what they'd like to see. So there's more file-related features coming to make it easier to send data and get data out of Rocket and send data to Rocket and so on. But we're going to have the file browser, so you'll be able to download files from Rocket. So if Rocket generates a PDF for you or a text file or whatever it is, it'll be a lot easier for you to download that file. There's going to be, obviously, once the Google integration is done, it'll have access to send files to and from Drive and Sheets and docs and all that kind of stuff, and then there'll be more coming as well, probably. So just making it easier.
File uploads would be, I think, a good one. I use them. I use file uploads a lot. I take screenshots constantly and just say, "Hey, Rocket, what do you think of this?" I did that with Slack a lot because we have Rocket working in Slack first when we test it. But I do that with Claude Code too. Like I'm constantly taking a screenshot of something and then dropping in the chat and say, just for quick context, I do that so often, and I'm excited about that with Rocket too. So cool. The file browser and the file downloads. Nandor, our teammate that worked on that, he knocked it out, and he already showed it around this week, and it looks great. So I feel like it's going to be pretty much test builds coming soon, and you probably see it on the next live stream. So it already looks like it looks and works great. So cool. Okay. I think that's the main one. Yeah. The dApp store needed an update badly. And so we're so excited to finally get that out there because that's actually pretty good, strong, like a hardcore user base. People on the speakerphone, they're already into crypto. The dApp store as well. Like we're not like competing with a bazillion apps. Like when you go to the DPIN section, we're there. It's like we're top 3, amongst 5. So, or whatever the number is, very small. So like they're a very captive audience of whatever 100,000. I forget how many people they have now, but it's a pretty good audience. So if you guys with Seekerphone, Solana community, I'm so excited for you guys to have Rocket AI. We'll put a post out as soon as Solana approves it. And then also if you guys are at the Seeker dev community, you guys are doing these seasons, UpRock would love to be a part of that. So I know you guys are at the season 1, season 2, season 3, it's coming up season 4. We want to do something with you guys, season 4, season 5. I'm going to ping you directly anyway. But now that we have the cool new version of Rocket AI out, we should do something special. It's good to just get it because it's pretty badass to have an actual full running agent on your Seeker device.
Okay. Let's see. Any other product updates before we move on?
I think we'll have probably a desktop update Probably not next week, but the week after, or towards the end of the month, we'll have a desktop update as well.
Yep.
We've got a few. Well, wow, Spaceman. I don't know if you asked that. I did not see your question. I don't know if you asked it before I started talking. Looking at the timestamps, you did ask it. Jen just featured it when I was talking. Desktop update is coming. The wallet I'm aware of. Thank you for the reminder. Funny, damn, I meant to finish that before. All right, I meant to finish that before the live stream. Hold on, let me send a message right now. See if we can get that done ASAP. Yes and yes. So yeah, desktop update. Probably not this coming week, but the week after. We'll see how long everything takes. But
Okay.
yeah, desktop updates rolling soon.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, great.
Okay.
And then to the website too, they're making some updates as well to that. I have an update to the user dashboard. That way I will try to get out by
Cool.
before next week. So that is also in the works.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Now let's go on to an update with the dePioneers, the cool cats of space. We were hoping to have Decentralized Rob on this call today, but unfortunately wasn't able to make it. So hopefully soon we'll have one of the cats on the call.
Cool.
But I just want to give you guys a reminder that every Wednesday at 6 p.m. UTC, the posse, if you will, has their weekly cat call. And they are also weekly giving away 0.75 SOL to 3 lucky space cats. To qualify, you need to have a kitty, and you need to put your name in the hat on Discord. So join them on Discord, be a holder. You don't need specifically those cats on the screen you see here, but you do need a cat. So head over to dePioneers.com to see what they've got available. You can either mint a new one or you can adopt.
Cool.
Adopt means somebody had a cat and they, for whatever reason, need to find it a new forever home. So you can take somebody else's cat. Now, these cats are not just all fluff. They got some substance in them.
Yeah. Once you go underneath the fluff.
Once you go underneath the fluff, you find there's some substance underneath
some meat there.
Because each cat represents a collection of tokens from various DePin projects, including GeoNet, which popped off this year. So if you had a dePioneers cat and you had your GeoNet, you'd see like it's doing pretty good. So that means that when you mint you get your kitty, you have a whole bunch of these tokens in it. You can either hold on to that, wait till it gets, that bag gets, that catnip bag gets, pretty heavy. Mm-hmm. And then at which point you can sell your cat, put it up for adoption. Or you could do such a sad thing. You can liquidate the cat. Oh my God, it's like killing the cat. But anyway, you extract your tokens out of it. So that's also a possibility. But I just want you to know.
I don't know.
That means killing a kitty.
Yeah, dePioneers, curious cats, cowboy cats on the frontier, because DePin and AI are on the frontier. I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, it's a cool space. They do a live stream. You gotta check it out. Just join the Discord. If you're a holder, every week you have a chance to win, and the chances to win are pretty high. And it is cat season,
Every season's cat season.
Like literally, like all the cat coins are like current craze right now, and it's a cat NFT. So we love it. It's local artists drew it all in Seattle, and so check them out.
Yeah, I mean, I've been seeing on X, they're sharing a lot of the images of the cats, and I'm like, gosh, the art quality is like really good. You can zoom in like so deep into that art, and it's like so detailed
for being layers of art.
Yeah, and I gotta tell you,
all matching together.
We showed the artist. Remember, we saw him recently, me and Tim, and we showed him like what people are making.
Yeah,
and he's so happy by so impressed. It's like really cool for him to see.
Cool.
Anyway, yes. So Sasho says that they're going to have an otter on the call, and so yes, a request to have Tufi on that call next week. So Tufi, if you are watching now or later, we watch you on that call. But worry not, I will also be pinging Tufi on the internal Slack. So we'll get him on that call with you guys.
Okay.
Speaking of having a dePioneers cat on the call, Sasho, we got to have you back on, man. So Sasho, you'll see in the chat, is one of the resident house cats and space cats. And we'd love to have him on the call. He is also there every Wednesday on
Yeah.
the dePioneers Cat Call.
Yeah, cool.
But let's have Sasha
Yes.
on this call. The cats with the dogs. All right. I think that we have
We have a few questions, and I think
questions, and then we're out of here. So let's go to some Q&A. I think we just addressed them all actually.
Oh, guys, we'll have a quick update. So, did we talk about IoTeX last week? We did bring him up, right?
Oh, yes, we did. And
we did bring it up briefly, yes.
Okay, we didn't post about it. We're gonna post it. So, IoTeX did get back to us. So, we're still working with them. No, we don't have we have news, not like bad news, but it's news. So, a few months ago, IoTeX, I think their bridging protocol got hacked. And we weren't, we're heads down doing our own thing. So we're not really paying attention to this issue. I think maybe it came across my timeline, but it's not our thing. So that happened. I'm not sure why, when that happened, they didn't secure all their other wallets tied to it. But apparently one of the wallets that was used was we added UPT for marketing campaigns, because we wanted to do two things with them, because they're a different chain, right? So we were creating a liquidity pool for people to bridge over and swap tokens on their chain. And then the second one was marketing stuff. That's what UPT was intended for. They're saying that it got hacked and then the hacker dumped it all. We don't know. I mean, we're gonna take their word for it. And we said, well, okay, well, it's your responsibility. You guys, that was under your, custodial. You're the custodian of that wallets, and this is what it's intended for. You guys got to make our community whole, because it had a big impact. They said, yes, we're working on it. We're going to have a claim portal. They're actually set one up already, and we're going to work through this and we'll figure it out. That's kind of what they said. We very clear, well, no, I mean, it's pretty obvious what you got to do, guys. You just got to buy the token that you're dumped, or not you, but the hacker, whoever did this. And we're going to keep pushing on it for you guys, for us, for everybody. But that's where it's at. So at least they gave us an answer. Let's see what they mean by what they say. Hopefully they follow through on their actions and they're good for their word, that they're going to make the community whole and fix this issue. But apparently that's what it means. I don't know. Again, I don't know why they took so long why they didn't secure any wallets tied to a huge hack like this of their bridge. Because if something like that happens, you should secure everything, or just transfer out any wallets that are compromised.
Yeah, I'm very interested in exactly what was going on with that, technically speaking. But they did answer us, and we're continuing to work through it with them. So yeah, that's where we're going to leave it. Yep. And
so we'll post it. We're going to post just a very matter of fact post for anyone who's not watching the stream, or people who are paying attention to the token. They might check us out, do some research. We're going to put that post up online anyway, so it's just there. And then that will keep them a little bit honest too. Let them know we had the conversation. So follow through, guys, what you say you're going to do. But we're going to post that, but that's where it's at so far, and we're going to keep pushing on it. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So in the meantime, if you hold any bridged UPT, you can file a claim here through their claim portal, and it is io2-claims.iotex.io.
I don't think our community did much bridging, because I think everyone in our community is on Solana or our own UpRock wallet, because otherwise we would have heard it first.
Yeah.
But we didn't hear it, so I think it's so isolated in their world. But
yeah. So, but if anyone here has,
sure, okay,
then there it is. We will. And this is if you have any, then you got 90 days, and then they're going to keep the claim window open for 90 days. But yeah, like you said, the most of it is not that. It is what
it was just one wallet
to be for marketing and promotion, and so we'll see.
Yep, exactly. This wasn't for them to sell. This was not the intention, and they know that. So if it was a hacker, it was still their responsibility. It was in their hands. And if it was vice versa, if we had their tokens and we'd made a software that was screwy and got hacked, we would make them whole. We would do the same. That's how we follow through. We would always do that. If we can afford to do it, we always make people whole. That's how we work. That's how we roll. So we expect the same. And hopefully they do it. So we'll keep you posted every week, guys. We're pushing on it. And that's the best we can do at the moment. Okay.
Yeah, be the person that Rocket knows you can be.
Yeah. Okay.
Be the person Mr. Rogers knows you can be. Be a good person.
Yeah.
Do the right thing. Okay, guys. I think that's it. We actually don't have any more Q&A because we went through them as we were going over product.
Yep, we got through a lot this week.
Yeah, we did. So it's 2 hours and 10 minutes in. I think we call it a day. I want to say thank you so much to Miranda for joining us today.
Yes.
It's so fun to have her.
That was fun.
Next week, hopefully we can get one of the cats on, either Decentralized Rob, or I'm going to keep pushing for, maybe I push for Sasha again. He said he's a shy cat, so we'll see. Or Tim.
Or Tim, yeah. Tim's always fun.
Tim is very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Maybe
Okay.
Tim. Anyway, guys, fabulous Friday,
All right.
or fabulous Thursday. Lots of stuff came out. Any closing remarks, fellas?
I'm gonna look up while you do that, Chris. Actually, I just want to say thanks to everyone as well too. I'm gonna look for maybe an older song today. I haven't made a new one in a while, but I'll pick an older one. So, Chris, go ahead and
Yeah,
sign
we
us off, sir.
we need some new songs, Jesse. But
I know.
Anyway,
I do.
I could work on a new song too. As always, everyone, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate you spending your Thursday with us. It is the energy that keeps us going some days. You guys and the community for showing up. So thank you. Thank you, Miranda, for hopping on our live stream this week. That's always exciting.
Yeah.
And so have a great weekend, everyone.
Yeah, have a great weekend. Since we're in
Thank you very
SF,
much.
we'll sign off with EDM Rocket, EDM UpRock. All right,
EDM
cheers, everyone.
UpRocket.
See you next week. Thank you so much
Bye-bye.
for showing up. Bye, everyone.
Earn while you sleep, earn while you play. UpRock, running, getting paid all day. UpRock, 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 UpRock. Let's go. Watch the rewards flow. UpRock, UpRock. Let's go. Power up, let it grow. Games and tasks, stack it up. Rocket AI never stops. UpRock, 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 UpRock. Let's go. Watch the rewards flow. UpRock, UpRock. Let's go. Power up, let it grow. Watch the rewards flow. UpRock, 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 UpRock. Let's go. Power up, let it grow.